Jeanette, thank you for taking the time to speak to me, to be able to help other people learn a little bit more about your journey, learn a little more about our journey, so as they can make an informed decision as to whether or not working with myself and working with HypnoLAB is a great decision for them to make. So I'd
Of
invite
course.
you, thank you. I'd invite you first and foremost to just give us a little bit of information around before you joined HypnoLAB. What were your challenges? What were you looking for support for?
Sure. So what I was looking for is some techniques and some assistance in trying to manage the level of anxiety that I was going through, because it had got to the point where it was really impacting my life, everything I was doing, just sort of overthinking everything and making everything very difficult. I was also having some upcoming surgery, which previously I had not had pleasant experience with, in that the anxiety would really hit straight after the surgery and it would be very overwhelming. So I really wanted some assistance to try and get through that and not have that experience again.
And I know as we're speaking, you've literally come out of the surgery and on the other side of it now, a couple of weeks into the recovery space. So I'm curious, given what you were looking for, what are your results? What are you really celebrating?
Oh, it's been fantastic. I've never felt like this before. Previously, when I've had surgery, like I said, I've come out and I've been very anxious, very depressed, and it's lasted quite some time, weeks into months. It got to the point of where I was cooped up in my room, didn't want to talk to anyone, didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to go anywhere. It felt like I was, doomsday every day, every minute of the day. This time round, came out of surgery in recovery, even it was that quick. I was sitting up talking to the nurses. I was happy. There was no anxiety. It just felt like a whole different person. Couldn't believe that I was actually going through feeling like that when I had not had that experience before. So it was just, even till now, nearly 3 weeks post surgery, and I still can't believe I'm actually coping so well.
What an powerful change that you've created for yourself, because I know how hard you've worked to make the changes, to use the tools, to really build up that toolkit. So as and when it was needed, you were able to draw on it, and also just the change in yourself, that even without the tools at any moment, you're just already open to a new way of experiencing it. So well done to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Definitely use the tools, even if I was experiencing, the anxiety coming back and trying to think of things and blow them out of proportion, and, use the tools that I was sort of taught and had gone through, and they helped straight away. Didn't even get to the point of, oh my gosh, there's no return, basically. It was like, yep, use the tool, deal with it, move on. And yeah, was just fine after that.
I love
Couldn't
it. What
believe
I'm
it.
hearing is you nipped it in the bud before you got to spiral out of control like the past.
Absolutely.
Awesome. If someone was looking to work with me, I'm curious, what might you say about the experience of us working together that might help someone else say yes to themselves?
Okay. um, I wouldn't even second guess or question being paired with you whatsoever. Um, I mentioned that, at the beginning when Monika sort of recommended that I pair up with you, I was like, well, I don't know who Sharon is. I've only known about Monika, this and that, but was open to giving anything a go. And from the first session that we had together, I was like, wow, what a remarkable woman. What a very insightful and experienced woman. I just felt this instant sort of connection and warmth. And ever since then, it's just been, it's not a session so much to say that I have to do. It's more catching up with a friend who's helping me through a hard time, and who knows exactly what to do. You've been open, you've been honest, you've been vulnerable as well as I have. And I totally appreciate that. And I think it's just made it so much easier to connect with you and to work with you. And also so much easier for me to be open and honest with you rather than feel embarrassed or hide anything. And even when, you know, you've sort of asked me to do things or kept questioning me on things, I haven't taken any offense to that. I know what you're doing and you're trying to help me. And I've actually been grateful and followed that process with you. And then finally realized when I got to that point, what it was you were trying to do. So you know how I'm a great believer of things happen for a reason. You may not know what the reason is, but it'll eventually come out. That's exactly what I've experienced. So, you know, I'm totally open with you, and I take on board what you say and your guidance, and it has helped me immensely. So for anyone being paired with you or reading about you, totally supportive. Not 100%, but 1,000,000%. Absolutely wonderful. You're one of a kind.
Well, Jeanette, thank you. So are you, my darling. I can't do what I do without the people that I work with diving in 100%. And you met me exactly in that place in the middle. From there, everything flourished. So congratulations to you too. Thank you.
Thank you.